Students, those who are in the online, am I audible, students? Those who says good evening, I am also saying good evening. So now, students, we'll continue the concept of continuation of the last session. So let's go to the place here, 6 p.m. Under that files, under that we are entering into index of files. Last class we completed purpose of files, types of files, definition of file and stream, operations on files, and the steps for writing the data and steps for reading the data. Those concepts are over. Types of applications, non-persistent, persistent. At the same time, data persistency by using file per definition, file resides in, and file name is one of the named location, and purpose of file is to maintain the data persistency. So all objects of main memory becomes records in a file of secondary memory, and records of file of secondary memory becomes objects in main memory. And the definition of stream also completed. These things already done, and also done operations on files, which is an important write operation, who steps, read operation, who steps also done. And now I will go for types of files I want to continue. Very easy. Let's go for types of files. Types of files. Here I am going to get it. Two types of files are available, students. So one is text file, one more is binary file. So number one, text file, and the second one is called what? Binary file, binary files. So what is this text file contains? I'm just writing here. Text file contains data. In the text file contains, directly I'll write it, alphabets, comma, digits, and special symbols. And special symbols. This is containing this type of information will present into text file. And one more thing, I will write it as an example. I will write it here. So the first thing, .py file. Every Python file contains what? Alphabets, digits, and then special symbols will present. Next, .c program, comma, .cpp program, all programs, comma, what? .java programs. Next is called a .txt, etc. These are all comes under what? These are all comes under what? Text files, these are all called. So even our Python program contains alphabets will be there, digits will be there, some special symbols will be there. In simple word, text file denoted by a letter T. Letter T. You will understand this importance after a few minutes. Text file denoted by a letter D, T. This is a default. You need not to write letter T. By default, it is considered as a letter called T only, text file. Come to binary file. This binary file contains data, contains binary format, contains the data in the form of what? Binary format. Binary format. So this binary file examples, I will write it. Examples, if you see, all types of images, that images contains .jpeg, comma, .jpg, comma, what, .png, comma, .gif, all sorts of images comes under binary file. Next, all types of audio, video files, all types of audio and video files, like .avi, .mvi, .mvi, comma, .mp3, comma, .mp3, etc. These are all comes under what? binary file example. So binary files are denoted by binary files. Binary files are denoted by a letter called what? Denoted by a letter B. Denoted by a letter B. So B stands for what? Binary. So if I don't letter any file letter, it is treated as what? Simply, I'm writing PDF file with the images is called which file? Binary. PDF file, I'll write dot docx dot xlsx xlsx. Next, comma dot PDF file dot PDF files without PDF file without images are simply called as what? Text file. Any image format is coming binary file. Without images comes under text files. This is a simple blind rule. You must remember it. Are you able to follow now? So come to the point of it. Binary file and text file. This both of them we will discuss in the class. Let me go for discussing about the description. I will show you. Here I am going to show you types of files. In Python programming, we have two types of files. Text file, binary file. Text file is one which always contains alphabets, digits, and special symbols. Text files are denoted by a letter T. It is by default. By default, Python programming language treats every file as a text file, but you are giving an extension. The type of extensions are comes under text file only treated. Binary files are denoted by a letter B, contains the data in the form of binary format, which is in the form of pixels. So pixel is nothing but what? A smallest addressable element. All photographic images you take, they are internally available in the form of what? Pixels. Pixels. Examples, images, .png, all of them, audio, video files, and then PDF file with images. These are all comes under what? Binary. Blind rule, students. Any file you take it, which is present in the industry, all of them are going to be either text file or, so we said CSV file, JSON file, Excel file, .xml file. Anything contains only text file. Anything contains images called what? Binary file. Both of them we'll discuss it. Online students, is this concept is clear? Come on, respond all of you. Is this concept is clear? Quickly, I need to know about it. So quickly you try to respond. So I'm going to take up types of files is clear. Types of files is clear. Now I'm entering into the another most important concept here. But the next one, I am entering into the second part. This is called concept coverage. Now I'm entering into the practical level. So file opening modes I'm going to talk. In today's session, I'm talking two important topics. File opening modes is the first one I'm talking. And the second one I'm talking about, another concept also I'm going to start with. Number of approaches to open the file. Number of approaches to open the file. This part I'm going to discuss. These two things I want to discuss in today. So file opening modes, I just want to discuss. So when do you need this file opening mode? Yesterday, try to open one example. Where is it? Go to your location. Under files, you take it. Under the operations and files, choose it. Look at write operation, read operation. What is the use of write operation? Transferring or saving object data of main memory as a record in the file of secondary memory. Choose the file name, open the file name in write mode, perform cycle of write operation. Second one you see, open the file name in which mode? Write mode. Here if we come to read operation, choose the file name, open the file name in which mode? Read mode. So to open the file name in read mode or write mode, you need one symbolic notation. That's why we are learning which mode is for what purpose we are learning. So I'm going to write it. The purpose of file opening modes. The purpose of file opening modes. Purpose of file opening modes is that to open a particular file, to open a file particular file in 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 the specified mode, in the specified mode specified mode in other ways, in other words, I'll write it. After completion of this file opening modes, once again I will read out so that you can understand. In other words, file opening modes makes us to understand, file opening modes makes us to understand in which mode, we are opening the file. We are opening the file. This is the meaning of what? File opening modes. And this line, immediately you won't understand. It requires some time. After explaining the file opening modes, then I will read out the sentence once again. After this also, I will go for writing this. So in Python programming, we have how many? How many modes? 7 types of modes are there. 7 or 8? 8. 8. We have 8 file opening modes. File opening modes. What are those? They are, number 1 I will write. What is that? R. Second is called what? Second is called what, double A. Third one is A. So I'll go to the third one is called A. And the fourth is called R plus. Fifth is called W plus. Sixth is called what? A plus. Seventh is called X. Eighth is called X plus. These are the file opening modes. So there I'm going to talk about, each and every mode I will explain. So each and every mode I will explain. First one, I will explain about what is R mode. Similarly, I'll go for next, another mode also I will explain. Second one is double A. Like that, I will explain the another one. Third is called A. Third is A. Next, I will go for what? Fourth. I'll write R plus. Next, I'm going to write it. Fifth is called what? A plus. Double A plus. Okay. Next, I'll go for what? A plus. A plus. So there I'm going to say, see that. Next is called what, X. And the eighth one is, eighth is X plus. Very, very important. So let us start understanding. No confusions here. There's a little, first 3 things if you know clearly, rest of them are dead easy. Now I'm writing here R mode, I will talk about it. I'll write the very important points. Try to carefully understand. Online students, don't get any confusion here. So this R mode is used for, this mode is used for opening the file, opening the specified file name. In which mode? Read mode. Read mode. Read mode. By default, this mode is a default mode chosen by the PVM when we don't specify any file opening modes. So I'm going to write it. This is the default file mode. Or if I will write like this, if we don't specify any file opening mode, then by default, PVM treated as or as which mode? Default file mode. Default file mode. This is an important point. Another one is if we open any file name in R mode, and if that file name does not exist in secondary memory, Yesterday I said files are existing in secondary memory, does not existing in secondary memory, then we get file not found error. File not found error. This is the important exception I mentioned it. This is about which mode? Read mode కాదు మొద్దు బాబు, R mode. Read mode, మొద్దు బాబు. What mode it is? R mode. So coming to the మొద్దు బాబు is a nickname for the people who says wrong. For girls, what is the nickname, sir? We cannot say because we have to respect girls. They understood already, but we should not say. Okay? We should not call. Even I don't call because we give a lot of respect to girls. Right. But if when they don't answer also, I don't say anything. Why? That's all. Come to the point back. This mode is used for opening the specified file in which mode? Read mode. If we don't specify any file opening mode, then by default, PVM treated R mode as what? Default file mode. If we open any file name in R mode, and if that file name does not exist in secondary memory, then we get file not found error. Right. Go to W mode. What is the use of this W mode? I just want to go for it. Easy. Now I want to say W itself says that used to open the file name in write mode. Plus, it is not only opening the file in write mode. It is used to create the file in which mode? Write mode. For example, go to file, say what? New, and say what? Normal text. When I click on normal text, is it creating new window or not? How to create that file? With which mode? W mode. So W mode, this mode is used for, I'm writing, important. This mode is used for creating new file and opens in which mode? Write mode. This is the first point. If you go to PyCharm, what are you doing in PyCharm? New project you will take. New project, what you will mention? Project name you will mention. Project name when you say create, what it is created? Newly created or not? What is that is called? W mode only. After creating the folder, what you will do? See, new, say in here new, and what is this file? Python file. Now I'll ask a question. Don't go to new and then Python file. Write a program to create a new Python file. Write a Python program to create a new Python file. Write a program to create a new Python file. For example, Python, I am clicking new and then Python file. I am giving what here? kvr.py. It is opening new file or not? For creating such a new file, write a Python program, I am saying. Did you understand? To create a new file, write a Python code, I am saying. Understood? In other way, you are creating this one. I am saying that delete file and then say what? Delete. For deleting a file, write a code in Python, I am saying. When I say delete, what is happening? Delete file, say delete kvr file gone. How to write a code for deleting a file? How to write a code for deleting a file? Can you write in C language? Java? C++? Python? We can. because I am telling that. What you can do if they did not teach students? So coming to the point of it, that's why you read my notes very well. This mode is used for creating new file and opens in which mode? Write mode. This mode is used for creating new file and opens in write mode. Did you understand? Well, online students respond. So, because what is the meaning of Madhu Babulu? No. So these are these people. This meaning is I will write is equal to meaning is hmm, blunt student. B-L-E-N blunt student. Blunt students means what? Can't hear, can't speak, and can't listen. They listen, but they can't speak. That is the meaning. I created. That is my meaning in my mind. Boy or girl, that is the sentence. But girl name I don't read. They converted. They converted. Instead of Bobulu, they converted. No, you don't call it. They converted. We should not convert. So understand because it is not a subject doubt. Come to the point. Now I will move to the point. So coming to the point of it, because why I use this word is um, in seventh class, I think so. Science sir is there. Sir, one day he is explaining a subject of filtering of sand, sand in science, filtering of sand, some process is explaining. So he's explaining, myself said wrong. He said that word to me. It affected a lot. It affected a lot. In the class, he said directly, your Modhubabu, he said. I felt very, night also I did not sleep well. But that much power is there in that. If you feel it, next day, I will read daily science I will read. Next day, he is explaining. Before sir explaining, I used to read that. I used to read the sentence, I go. Even when he is asking, I used to reply. He say, good student, he said. He said first day, Modhu Babu, next day, good student, he said. That is what I want. That I like it. That time onwards, I also says that same word. By feeling that you also will change. That changes are not coming from opposite side. So, okay. So, coming to the point here, because no problem, student, come to the point. This mode is used for no more disturbance. Now listen the class. This mode is used for creating new file and opens in which mode? Write mode. Now students, I am talking about one example here. When you came to my class first day, when you came to my class, when you came to my class first day, when you came to my class first day, you brought notes or not? Don't tell, sir, I did not brought. You brought the notes or not? You brought the notes. Assume. So if I am there, I will bring the notes. Whether you brought or not, I don't mind. These days, people are not bringing notes. Let it be. You brought the notes. Which notes you brought it? Already written notes, huh? New notes, huh? Good. New notes you brought it. New notes you brought it. That new notes in my class, first day, opened in which mode? Opened in which mode? Double leave mode. Already I said, don't call it as write mode, I said. Opened in which mode? W mode. And W mode means I created that is for Python notes and I wrote first page. I wrote first page in that I wrote it. That is the first day W mode open data written. Understood? Good. When you came to second day, Are you bringing new nodes or existing nodes? Yes. You are bringing existing nodes. You are bringing existing nodes. In the existing nodes, there are two roots are there. What is that first root? One is called what? Already first page is containing some data. You are writing second page and then third page, fourth page, etc. This is called what? Appending. Appending the new data at the end of what? Existing nodes. Another case is what? First page replaced in the same page, some new data I am going to place it. Assume that you have written with a pencil and I am replacing the first page with what? Next day also I am writing in the same page. That is called what? Overlapping we can call. There are two things are there in the case of what? In the place of new nodes, I am writing file name. Which one? So you are opening new file completely. That will be created and opened in which mode? Write mode. When you open the existing file, two options will come. One is overlapping, one more is appending. As far as a W is concerned, it is always do what? Overlapping. When I go to A, it will go for what? Appending. I think you are getting it. So come to the point back. Come to the point back. Now I'm going to enter into this level. This mode is used for creating new file and opens the file in which mode? Write mode. Now, if we open which file? New file, new file. If we choose like this, I'll write it. If we choose which file? New file, new file. And the mode is what? W. Then PVM creates new file, creates a new file and opened in which mode? Write mode. And we can perform which operation? And we can perform write operations. Write operations only. Write operations only. This is known as what? This is known as which file? New file. Be careful. Which mode I am opening? New file, W mode. When PVM creates new file, created a new file, creates new file, opened in write mode, and we can perform which operation? Write operation. Next one, if we choose, what happens? Existing file. If we choose existing file, very, very important. If we choose existing file and the mode is W, then existing file opened in which mode? Opened in which mode? Write mode. And existing data, very, very important. Existing data of which file? Existing file overlapped with which data? With the new data. With the new data. That is a very, very important. With the new data. I think you are following. If I am opening existing file, I will show you everything in the coding also, students. But the concept should be clear now. Concept should be clear. So I'm opening how many files in write mode? Two things. One is what? One is what? New file, existing file. If I open new file in W mode, what will happen? Newly created, everything I will write the data. If I open existing file in write mode, what will happen? Existing data replaced with what? New data. This is the main important word, overlapped. Clear or not clear? But I don't want overlapping. I want what? Appending. Daily you are writing the notes at the end of existing notes or not? What is that is called? Appending. Same to same. That mode is called A. Understand? A. Now I am going to write it. Same to same I will carry. Here you see. Same to same. This mode also used for opening, creating a new file. Opens in which mode? Same as a W. Next, if we choose new file and the mode is what? A, then PVM creates a new file opened in write mode and we can perform write operations only. If we choose existing file and the mode is what? A, and the PVM opens, PVM opens, PVM opens existing file, PVM opens existing file, PVM opens existing file in which mode? In which mode? Existing file. PVM opens existing file in write mode. Write mode. And existing data of which file? Existing data. Existing data of existing file appended with what data? New data. This is the most important. Even in the coding also, I will show you. W, existing file, overlapped with new data. Immediately changes, just W changed as A. What is happening? Appending. So what is the difference between W and A? Existing file opened in W, new data, overlapping existing data. A mode, existing data appended with what data? New data. That's all. Both of them are for which flavors? Right flavors only. Online students, is it clear up to here? Is it clear up to here? Quick. So, is it clear up to here? So, coming to the point back. Now I will move to the further. Go to where now? R plus. R plus I'm going to take up. Any plus is coming. I will tell you one shortcut story for you. R plus, it will do R operation. Along with that, it will do extra operation also. What is that extra operation? Write operation also it will do. How many operations are there? Read and write. When I write R plus, what it will do? What it will do? Suppose you are there. Student plus, what is the meaning of it? You will read, you will read, you will write, you will practice, and you will do house related works also sometimes. That is called what? Student plus. So you are not student plus, you are student minus actually. Why? Neither you read, nor you practice, nor you write the notes also. By this time, lot of students stopped writing notes. So honestly, you tell me, how many of them not writing notes? Honestly tell me. Nobody will raise the hands, I know. They are thinking, it is there in the Google Drive now. Sometime, someday we will write it. That day will not come. Honestly tell me how many of them are not writing the notes. So Kaushal is not writing. Kushal is not writing. So Veeranna Gaud is not writing. So okay, those who are writing daily is good students. Those who are not writing notes daily, they are called dash student. I don't want to fill up the word. If I fill up now, you will feel a lot. That's why. Beginning also I said, now also I said, but I'm not. So who is writing daily notes in this class? Tell me. Okay. Anta sincere. Okay. Okay. No problem. Okay, students. Those are good. See, I am also writing daily notes. Every class I will write with my hands. I will type how much patience I am having. 26 years onwards, I'll go on typing it. So I can say, okay, this is my notes. You take it and then write it. I can say, but I never. If I want to retire from the job, that day I will do like that. But it's still, that day also I don't do it because we have to have a smooth exit. So come to the point of it. So, Anita, I'm writing some IMP notes while class is going. Anita, you don't do that. Teacher, you don't do it. Teachers, I forget because I'm only the teacher I'm feeling. Because a lot of teachers are there. Morning I found in my 7 o'clock, 8 teachers I found. 8. They are teaching, one faculty teaching for MTech students. Data science teaching. With what? Python with AI ML, implementation of AI with Python. Today I come to know. He is asking, sir, give me total notes once, sir. I said, why? He said to me in my ears. So, because I should not disclose in the class. That's not good, correct? Learning process is always continuous. So, anyhow, students, learning process is continuous. Now, come to point R plus mode. So, what is the R plus mode? Don't tell read plus. So, R plus means it will do as it is this operation plus extra we can write the data also to the file. For example, I said, first 10 minutes read the notes I said. What you will do? You will open the notes in which mode? R mode. Next I said, write the notes you will say. What you have to do? You have to close the notes and you have to open the notes with by taking pen. That is known as what? W mode. The two combinations is what? While reading itself, after reading immediately you are doing what? Writing also. So coming to the point of it, R plus mode. So R plus mode is similar to which mode? R mode only. So I'm going to write it. This mode is used for opening the file in which mode? I'm going to say this mode is used for opening the file in which mode? Read mode. Read mode. Next point I'm writing. Next point I'm writing. If we don't specify any file opening mode, then by default PVM treated as what? R. Here I want to add one thing. And we can perform which operation? Read operations only. Read operations only. So that also I will carry. And here R plus mode. This mode is used for opening the specified file name in read mode and performs read operation. And we can also perform we can also perform which operation? Write operation. This is a very, very important. This mode is used for opening the specified file name in read mode. And first we can perform read operation. And later I can write the word later. We can also perform which operation? Write operation. That is the speciality of which kind of mode? R plus. So what is the R plus? Don't tell read and write. Don't tell that. You tell this. Next up, if we open the file, in which mode? R plus mode. And if that file does not exist in secondary memory, we get which error? File not found error. Once a file not found error is there, how can you write the data? Getting or not? In R plus, you will get which exception? File not found error. Understand? So what is the specialty of R plus? I will read the data. After that, I can write the data also from where you left. After reading, you can write the data. That is R plus mode. Understand? Next, online students, coming to the point back, I'm going to say W plus mode also I'm going to say. W plus mode is exactly similar to W. Extra, what you will do? You will read. After what? Writing. Understood or not? So I will copy as it is. Once you know first two modes, these are just improved modes only. This mode is also used for creating new file opens in write mode. If we choose new file in which mode? W plus. When Premium creates a new file opened in write mode, and first we can perform what? First we can perform which operation? Write operation. And later and I'm adding later we can perform which operation? Read operation also. Read operation also. I think you are following me. If we choose new file new file and the mode is W plus, PVM creates a new file and opened in write mode. And first we can perform write operation and later we can perform read operation also. If we choose existing file and the mode is W plus, PVM opens existing file in write mode. Existing data overlapped with what? New data. That is as usual, same property will be carry forwarded. Only extra thing is this one. And don't tell like some people, what is R plus, what is W plus. R plus is called read write, W plus is called W read. That is nothing but 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2. It is not the case. During this case, you will get file not found error. During this case, you will get what? IO error, OS error, file exist errors will come. Exceptions are different. But a student will do what? What is R plus? Read write. What is W plus? Write read. No interviewer will feel happy for it. When you go for R plus, exception will come, file not found error. When you open in W plus, there is a chance of getting IO error, file exist error, and then what? OS error. Then they will ask what is that error name. Then you have to go for detailed discussion. Understand? Somebody says that it is just normal sentences they will say. You are a programmer, you are observing especially the nodes also, programming also. Everything you express through coding. Understand this point? Now, I will go to what next? A plus. What is the difference between W and W plus? What is the difference between W and W plus? W will write the operation only writing. It cannot read. But W plus can do what? It can write the data plus it can read the data also. Writing faster, reading faster. Right. Which exception chances are there to get it? IO error, OS error will come. In the case of R plus, which error? File not found error. Clarity is there? Well, online students, do you have clarity on this case? So, do you have clarity on this case? Here, now, I'll show you these examples for you. I'll show you these examples for you. Now, coming to A plus, same to same as A. But with A, what you can do only, write operation only. With a specialty is called what? Appended. But with write operation, what you can do extra, read you are doing. So A, I am going to carry this data, writing here, use it to open the file in write mode and opening in A plus, PVM create a new file, opened in write mode, and first we can perform which operation? Write operation, and later we can perform perform which operation? Read operations also. Read operations also. I think you are following me. If we choose, this is the one we are saying. If we choose existing file and the mode is what? A plus, then PVM opens existing file in write mode and existing file data appended with what? New data. So that is called what? A plus. W plus and A plus difference is what? Both read and write operation. Here also write and read. But here overlapping. Here what? Appended. How W plus and A plus different with W and A? W and A is doing what? Writing with overlapping, writing with appending. Here, W plus A plus, write, overlapping and reading. Or writing, reading, overlapping. What is the W plus? Writing, reading, appending. Modubabal appending. Again, W plus, writing, reading, overlapping. A plus, writing, reading, that's all. W and W plus, writing overlapping only, writing, reading overlapping. A and A plus, A opening file in write mode, appending, write operation only. A plus opening file in write mode, writing, reading, appending. That's all. Simple. Nothing difficult. Now I am opening X. Online students, I hope it is clear. Up to this is clear. Now I am going for what? X and X plus. X and X plus. Very, very important. First, I will tell you one general philosophy. Then I'll go for X plus so that you will understand. 2024 calendar will be there for how many months? 12 months. After 12 months, 2024 will go out or not? Can you re-edit 2024 again? Come on. That means 2024 is one file. That file I can open in your lifetime how many times? One time only. If you try to open second time, you will get what? File exist error will come. So I want to open one file one time only. Second time, if you try to open, I should get an error. Sir, where I can use in my application? Suppose when I develop a biometrics for some organization, for employee login details to maintain, on-time attendance to maintain, I will use biometrics or not. So that time what will happen? When the when the organization starts the timing at 8 hour, business hour starts at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock mission start. That mission will create a file. What file? On that date, the file will be created. What is the date it is created? What is the date it is created? 16/7, 16/07, 2024. 2024, 16/07, 2024. It is the name of the file. It is the name of the file. 16/07, 2024. It is the name of the file created. 8 o'clock. All the login entries are taken. This will be closed automatically at 5 o'clock. Login, logout details are there. If any employee comes on 17th, will this file can be edited up? No, you can read, but you cannot edit. Did you understand this? So that file is called only read only. You cannot rewrite once again. Such a type of file to be opened only once and to write only once. I will go for which mode? X mode. Exclusively opening in write mode. Are you following? So in a lifetime, 16/07/2024 day to be opened how many times in your lifetime? One day. That one day file creation is what? Exclusively opening mode this is. Can I open tomorrow also 17? Can I open day after tomorrow also 17? No. July month 2024 will be there for 30 days active or 31 days active. After that, that will be closed or not? So some files to be opened in my application development only once. Second time, if I open the same file, you will get which exception? File exist error. What is the difference between W mode and X mode? W mode and X mode. W mode is going to open any file of existing, any number of times you can open. But when I am going to open any file with which mode? X mode. How many times I can open? One time only I can open it. So I'm going to write it. This mode is used for creating new file, exclusively, X capital, exclusively, in which mode? Write mode, write mode. And we can perform which operation? write operations only. We can perform write operations only. Done. If we open, what is this now? If we open existing file in which mode? Existing file in which mode? X mode. Then we get file exist error. File exist error. Are you able to follow now? This is about which mode? X mode. So this mode is X mode. So one file I can open one time only. I can perform one time write operation. That's all. Understood that? This is going to be X mode is available. Clear or not clear? Next is called what? X plus. You only tell me. W plus tells kada. A plus you know. Tell me now. This mode is used for creating new file exclusively in write mode. No doubt in that. And first we can perform which operation, and later I can perform which operation? Read also. How many times? One time. So exclusively in write mode only once. This I will write it. Only once. This is only once. And we can perform write operations only. That's all. Now if I go to that, if I go to this place also, write mode only once, and we can perform write operate, and we can perform and first we can perform write operations, and also and later we can perform which operations? Read operations also. Read operations also. Are you able to follow? And same, if we open existing file in X plus mode, then we get which error? File exist error. So what is the difference between X and X plus? File will be opening one time in write mode, but here I perform only what? Write operation. I cannot perform which operation? Read. To perform read and write only once, we can go for what? X plus. These are called file opening modes. Now read out. The purpose of file opening modes is that to open a particular file in a specified mode for performing particular operation. In other words, file opening modes makes us to understand in which mode we are opening the file. In which mode we are opening the file? I said different significance of each mode in the class. Clear or not clear? Clear. So I'll go for this. Now let me put some questions to you, whether you will answer or not. So online students, I think it is clear for you. Is it clear? Is this modes are clear? So is it clear for everybody? Start. Are you listening or taking rest, students? So coming to this point now, I'll move to the further. Now I'm saying, today I opened a file in W mode. Clearly listen. So far I asked this question so many times. The history says totally everybody answered wrong. I want to see in your class whether you'll answer correct or not. I can't expect a correct answer. Everybody cannot give. Let's see. Today I opened one file in W mode. I wrote 20 employee records data. Tomorrow I am opening the same file in W mode, writing 5 more records. How many records will be there in that file tomorrow? 5 or 25? 5. Only 5 will be there. 5 or 25? Right. Palgudi Venu said that wrong answer. So he is also a member of your class. So 25. I said that only 5 because it is overlapping or not. Palgudi Venu. So it is overlapping, I said already. Overlapped with new data. Palgudi Venu, are you okay? Did you understand? Seema also said wrong answer. Mahapatra also said wrong answer. So many people are there, all different batch. So Seema and Shaktipada Mahapatra. So now I will move to the further. Is it clear? So I will show you the data also for you by using one example. So let us, this is more clear, I think so. Now I am entering into further. We'll go to what next? Number of approaches to open the file. In Python programming, there are two approaches are there to open the file. Number one, by using open function. Number two, by using with the open as, with the open as. These are the two syntaxes are available. By using open function and by using with the open as. First, I will talk about which concept? Open as. I will talk about the first one. So let us start understanding about with by using open function. Very, very easy. Now after this, I'll go to the coding. Variable name is equal to, variable name is equal to writing open, open. What is the open? Is a function. Every function of Python belongs to dash module. Module. Every function of Python belongs to what? Module. No module name is written. It is belongs to which module? Built-ins. Building or built-ins. Built-ins. Built-ins are building. Built-ins. Builtins. Built-ins. It is a default module. So open off. It is saying what there? File name, comma, and file mode. I will write it. File mode. File mode. What is this open? First, I will talk about this open function. Open is a function which is used for opening this file name in which mode? The specified mode which you are saying. This is your bag. This is your bag. In the bag, books are there. In the bag, books are there. What you will do? I want to open my Python nodes in write mode. What you will do? You will use your hands to open the bag and you will take up the book. That is known as what? Open. And you are bringing one book or not? That is called a file name. And in which mode you are opening? When you take out the book, I don't know which mode you are opening. When you open the book with pen in the hand, then I will understand that that is called what? So when pen is there in your hand, that is called writing process. When no pen is there, if you are opening the book means you reading. Understood that? Now. So what is the use of open? To open this file in which mode? The specified file mode. If I say file name and if I say R mode, W mode, any one of the 8 modes you can specify. If I don't write any file mode here, PVM by default taken as R mode. Did you understand? Right. So once you open the file, students, once you open this file name is called student.data. Every file name resides in where? Every file name resides in where? Secondary memory, that I said yesterday already in the class, hard disk, which is pointed by left side variable. Left side variable name. I will write a variable name. Variable name is pointing to this file. I'll show practically how this variable is pointing to the file. So already some data is present here. Already some data is present here. Variable name, it is pointing to my file. This variable name is called from today onwards file pointer. Spell out file pointer. When I'm opening the nodes in write mode, who is pointing to your nodes? File. When I open my nodes in write mode, who is pointing to my nodes? Pen. What is that pen? The pointer pointing to my nodes. Correct? Huh? Pen is pointing, hand is pointing. Huh? Pen is pointing. That pen is called what? Pointer pointing to my nodes. When I'm opening the file in which mode? R mode. Who is pointing to my notes? Your eyes are pointing. That is pointing to your notes content. The pen and eyes in general life are called pointing to your notes. In Python programming, this is a variable name pointing to your file, which is known as file pointer. What is the file pointer? File pointer is after all one variable name, which is an object. Every variable name in Python is an object, which is treated as what, which will have what class internally. Every object will have a class or not. That class name is, that class name is, hmm? That class name is, మీకు తెలియదు కదా ఎందుకు ఇంత. That file name, that class name is text IO wrapper. Text IO wrapper. Text IO wrapper. WRAPPER. Text IO wrapper. That too I will write the underscore IO dot text IO wrapper. What is a text IO wrapper? Is a class. Is a class. And this is an object of text IO wrapper, which is pointing to the file, which is asking regularly in the MCQs. I will write a statement here like this. FP is equal to open of emp dot data like this. They are asking what is the type of FP? What is the type of FP? Option A, option B, option C, option D. List type, text IO wrapper, and a text IO text wrapper, and a wrapper text IO, or wrapper text IO. What is that now? Text IO wrapper. This is an object. Which mode is this file is opening? R mode, because I did not specify the file mode. Clear or not clear? Right. Online students. So open function is used for opening this file in the specified file mode. And then this variable is pointing to this file. This variable name is called file pointer, which is pointing to the file. That's why it is known as file pointer. What is the type of file pointer? Text IO wrapper, T capital, text I capital, O capital, wrapper W capital, and which belongs to a package called underscore IO. Underscore IO. IO stands for input output. Input means reading the data from file. Output O means writing the data to the file. Understood that? I'll show you very shortly. I will show you. Okay. Once if I open the file, I will go on reading the data. After finishing that, after writing so many lines of code, my file was actively opened. Once your file operations are over, it is highly recommended for you to close your file. To close your file. Close your file. Once the class is over, you are closing your notes and keeping it in the bag. Are you taking opened notes outside as it is? Why? You are not taking outside as it is, because if raining is coming, your notes data will become problem or not. Similarly, in real time, if I open any file which contains sensitive data, you did some operations on it. After finishing the file operation, you are supposed to relinquish the file. You are supposed to close the file by calling a close function of what? Close function of variable name dot close. Who is pointing to the file? Variable name. File pointer object dot close function you need to say. This is called a manual closing we can call. If you don't close the file, my file is active. If any other program is interfering and there is a chance of disturbing the existing data. That's why once you open the file, it is highly recommended for you to close the file. It is mandatory for the programmer of Python, C, C++. Any person need to close the file. Otherwise, data of the file may lead to some wrong manipulations may taking place. Are you able to follow me? So, take an example. Suppose EMI example you take it. Every month the 10th, your bank where you taken that bank loan and your salary account will be deducted from your file open. In that you are given authorization already, they deduct the amount and they will close your file safely. If they did not close the file, what is you have given an authorization? If they did not close it, some other file may be interfering and they may be dealing with what? Some wrong manipulations will take place. That's why the way which you are opening the file, the way which you are deducting the amount, and you need to close the file while we are going to take it back. That's why it is always safe to close the file. That means once you open the file with open off, it is recommended for you to close the file compulsorily. That is known as what? Manual closing is required in the syntax number 1. Clear or not clear? Good. But the thing is to close the file, as I already said to you, in finally block and everything you will write it. But writing finally block, closing the file. If you forget closing file, finally block writing. Suppose if you don't know what is happening, I am expecting auto closability. Auto closability. What is the meaning of auto closability? Take an example. If we go to old apartments, there is a lift. Lift is available. Old apartments, lift. You are entering inside. Iron gate, you are closing. You will go to fourth floor. You get it down. And you need to close the gate compulsory now. You need to close the gate compulsory. Then only it will come down. This is called manual closing. You go to modern apartments, there is a sensors, auto close, auto opening will be there. So once if I open the file, is it really required to close the file? No. Neither I write finally block, nor I close manually. Auto closability required. That is what can be done with open as. Very, very important. What is the special advantage of with open as? Auto closability. Sir, how auto closability? Look at the syntax here also. Come on. With open, with is a keyword. With is a keyword. Online students. With open, same file name, comma. What is this now? File mode. As what here? As what here? Variable name. That is whatever the variable name you are writing left side, you are writing right side. Close, and you are writing first statement, indentation I am writing. Indentation I am writing. What are you doing there? What are you doing there? Block of statements, performs file operations, file operations. I'm going to do what? Closing, closing. I'm going to do closing. This is known as what? Observe. This entire thing is known as what? This entire thing is known as what? Indentation block of what? With open. Indentation block of what? With open. Are you following me? Once PVM enters inside of with open indentation block, my file is actively available. Once PVM comes out of which one? With open indentation, my file will be closed automatically. That time I never write which block? Finally block. I never use close function. This is always best now. Compulsory question. What is the significance of using always with open as? As long as the PVM is present within the indentation of with open, my file is active. Once my PVM comes out of with open indentation block, file will be closed automatically. This is known as auto closability. Did you understand? In simple example, suppose this is your home students. You have internet router, Wi-Fi. You are using your entire all the people of your home using the Wi-Fi connection. Are you following? Once you are going to office, once you are coming out of your home, after coming few meters away from the home, is your mobile connected to your house related internet connection? That is known as what? Auto disconnected. Once if I enter inside my home, auto connected. As long as you are inside the indentation of your home, you are connected. Once you are out of the indentation, disconnected. That is something like a with open. ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పకూడదు. Don't tell this example. This is only for connecting. To attach some concept, it act like a gum. So that gum should not be visible. Background should not be visible. So what is the concept? As long as PVM present within the with open indentation, my file is active. Once my PVM comes out of with open indentation, my file will be automatically closed. I'll show that example for you. First of all, concept clear? Online students, is my concept is clear? Is my concept is clear? Hmm? Right, good. Morning, one big joke came. One girl said, morning, sir, when you are explaining, he said one of their relative, was maybe grandfather or grandmother, I don't know. She is also with me. She will wake up early only, 5 o'clock. When you are explaining it, 7 o'clock, 20 minutes when your class starts, she is also listening along with me. But the moment she started listening, after 10 minutes, she is sleeping like anything, sir, she said. That means I understood. Let your grandmother or grandfather make you to sit along with you because they will wake up early morning. Now they need more sleep. Let them sit with you. But you don't sleep, I said. That means I understand from her. My teaching will give sleep or not, I don't know. Is it giving sleep? Huh? So maybe those who don't know subject, they will see only voice. They will see only voice and they will feel like what? A small baby taking like this and doing like this. They may feel like that. So, okay, Harish, just I'm saying, those who don't know subject, they will see only the tone they will see. If a child feel that tone is good, they'll try to sleep. If tone is not perfect, they'll start crying. Simple, it's a simple thing. So, any elders not getting sleep, proper sleep, let them listen the classes. So, students, now I'll move to the further. Is it understandable now? Now, see students, now I'll go for coming to this place. Now I'll go to the files here, files here. Now see that I'm saying there, I say here, coming to this place, and here I'm saying syntax for number of approaches, where is that? Number of approaches. Okay. So go to this. I am not saying. Is it? Okay. So your teaching is like a melody song. Okay. Today onwards, I'll prepare how to sing a song. First, I'll close the door in my home. I'll start singing a song. Then later, I will sing a song in front of my wife. Then I will sing a song in front of all my family members. If they like it, I will sing a song in the class also. First, I will do that. Then I will stop my Python classes. I will go for singing song. Singer I will become. Hmm? Right. Okay. Even I heard from different batch students, sir, your voice is good, they said. I don't know because when people says, I'm feeling like that. So I'm planning to become a singer after this Python classes are over. Okay, students, come to the point. Hmm? And Palgudi Venu, you are saying that I never practiced that. Come to the point back. Okay. Hmm? Okay. So, okay, ma'am. Okay. Come to the point. Start. Subject coming. First, 1 or 2 minutes, something humorous. Next, come to the subject. In Python programming, we have two approaches by using OpenOff, by using with OpenAS. By using OpenOff, variable name is equal to OpenOff, file name comma file mode. Explanation, variable name open of, file name, file mode. Here variable name represents a file pointer which will point to the opened file and whose type is class underscore IO dot text IO wrapper. Next, open. Open is used for opening the file in a specified file mode. Next, file name represents name of the file to be opened by the programmer. File mode represents any one of the file opening modes. These many modes. Once we open any file name, once we open any file name with open function name, then we must close the file by using close function, and it is mandatory for maintaining the consistency of the data. Consistency meaning is what? Correctness, accuracy. Manual closing, there is no concept of auto closability. With which function? Open off. Clear or not clear? Clear. Next is called what? By using with the open as. With the open as. Syntax. With the open of file name, comma, file mode as variable name. So say block of statements. Block of statements performs file operations. Close, close. Other statements. Other statements means within the with opener, out of with opener. Out of with open. Come on, explanation. With and as are what? Keywords. Keywords. Can you show in the keywords? Import keywords as k.kw list with and as is present in that. Come on, here var name represents file pointer, which is pointing to the opened file whose type is class IO text wrapper. Come on, open is used for opening the file in specified mode. Same. File opening mode, file mode represents RWA, etc. The execution process of double quotes with open as is that as long as PVM present inside of with open as indentation, then file is actively available. And once PVM comes out of with open as indentation, then the file name closed automatically. This facility is called auto closability of file. No need to close the file by using close manually. That is the two approaches are there. Clear or not clear? Clear. How many approaches are there to open the file? Two approaches. One is by using open off, one more by using with open as. These are called two approaches to open the file. Clear? How many file opening modes? Two. 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 Those who said so will not see, look at on the board. Two or eight? Eight. So, how many approaches? Two approaches. What is the function name to open the file? Open off. Open off require what closing? Manual closing. With open as require what? Auto closability. Which one is a better? Though I forget to close the file, automatic closing will be there. So I prefer to go for always with what? With open as. So that is about number of approaches to open the files. So here we understood file opening modes and this one. And we'll go for what? Programming examples. So time is 9:30, 7:30. Today or tomorrow? Huh? Tomorrow. Today or tomorrow? చెప్పాలి మీ మనసులో మాట చెప్పాలి నాకు. Tomorrow, today. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. So all online people are ready. Tomorrow. Because they want to sleep now itself. So today, tomorrow. Okay. So even I want to say tomorrow because tomorrow freshly I will tell. So tomorrow I'll tell you because if I start with open, I have to tell with open also. It takes some extra time. So anyhow, even if I say today, tomorrow also I have to repeat. So why should I have repetition? So tomorrow I'll show the examples and with by using open and with open, I will cover tomorrow how to write the data, how to read the data, how to write images, how to read images, all those things I will take care. So don't miss tomorrow class. Important. Hmm? Aditya Kumar Gupta. Sir, what is the meaning of Telugu word? Huh? So, mm, this is not English. You always says in middle of the class. So that I'm telling to Telugu students, not Hindi students. Already said now. So Aditya Kumar is a blunt. Blunt means blunt. Blunt means what? You know, not not replying the answer, not replying answer, not saying anything. What teacher says, what teacher says. Clever or clever opposite is clever. Clever opposite is like that. Hmm? Who is this? Devi, Lalita. Sir, is there any holiday tomorrow? Why holiday tomorrow? Why holiday tomorrow? Holiday. Hmm? No holiday for Tole Ekadasi, Paurnami, Amavasya. These kind of thing, no holidays will not be given. It is not a college or a school for every activity going for holiday. That is an advantage in teaching field. There is an advantage in teaching field because here it is not a teaching field. It's just a fighting with subject. By taking holidays, what you will do, students? Just I am asking. You need to do work, na? You need to get job or not? Already, 100 years is a life. 50 years gone for sleeping. 50 years is there. In 50 years, what you will do? In 50 years, already 23 years over. How much is there? 27 years. When this 27 years, you need to get job or not? And when do you earn so much of crores of rupees? Are you politician? Huh? Then how can you get? How can you get it? Think, correct? And if you become a responsible person, your total income is going to your family members to maintain to survive. Then how can you save your income? Where is your life to? Where is the life to? So short or not, try to do hard work. Do hard work. Wake up early, 4 o'clock. Wake up. Read Python notes. Get job quickly. Buy the car. Buy the house. Get more money. Do that. Daily eating jalebi, pani puri, all these things, no use at all. Try to do something more good. So, mm, so we have to go for no holiday. Tomorrow, more important class will be there. Don't become absent. So, morning onward, students are asking why holiday because I checked in my calendar. So, I found two things. So, those two things, holiday will not be given. If that is the case, for every day, something special. For everything special means you will become special. That's why don't become special students. Classes will be there always. Earlier, before Corona, the pandemic situation, Sunday also there was classes. Sunday also there was classes before 2020. That much things are there. Okay. So don't think that holiday. Working day, we are going to talk about programming examples on this area. Thank you. Carry on. Online students, if any doubts are there, hold on. Online students, Abu Rafia.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
సార్ ఎక్స్ ప్లస్ మోడ్లో లైక్ రీడ్ ఎన్నిసార్లు అయినా చేయొచ్చు కదండి సార్ లైక్
No,
ఓన్లీ
ma,
వన్ టైం
because this file to be opened once only. This X
Okay.
plus mode to be opened once only. Once only you will open it. Because first you are opening in which mode? Only once.
Okay. Read,
Okay,
sir.
ma?
Read. Explain. Reading.
If you want to read, you open into R mode. R mode you
Okay.
open it. R mode.
Okay, sir.
Not in the same X plus mode, second time to be opened. Okay, now?
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. Okay, ma. Next student is Tulasi.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, audible, ma. Tell me.
So I didn't get the concept that you said IO text wrapper, that one.
Class name, that is class name. L is equal to list
So,
of. L is equal to list
okay.
of. If I print the type of L, what it will print? Class list it will print. Class list it will print. Like that,
Okay, sir.
FP is equal to open of what? File name and some mode if I write it. Print of type of FP. If I print, FP is an object like L. FP is an object like
Okay.
L. FP is an object. If I print it, the class name is text IO wrapper. Text IO wrapper. It is a class name. You remember this. This is enough.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. Next student, Anita.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Tell
sir.
me. Good evening.
Sir?
Good evening, Anita. Tell me.
సార్ అది గూగుల్ క్లాస్ రూమ్ కోడ్ చెప్పగలుగుతారా సార్?
No, admin has to tell that. Admins will be telling that.
ఓకే సార్.
Right. Any more doubts, students? Okay. I'll upload the notes and download and try to practice. Thank you, students. All the best. Good day.